Hey guys, welcome back. Thank you so much for joining me again. I really appreciate your support as I start to grow my channel. As you probably know already, essentially I am trying to grow my YouTube channel, and what I'm doing is a serious amount of research into what makes a successful YouTube channel. So I'm following all the big creators, I'm buying courses, I am going through all the nitty-gritty details and watching hours and hours of YouTube content, trying to figure out what makes a successful YouTuber or not. And essentially what I'm doing is applying the rules that those bigger creators have set, or those experts who've created the courses have advised, and hopefully that will help all of us succeed a little bit more and also save you guys some time, energy and money in the process. So what I'm looking to talk about today is talking about all the excuses we tell ourselves about not starting a YouTube channel. So all the reasons we give ourselves as to why, we'd never succeed, why, we're just not the right person, etc, etc. And I just want to debunk all those excuses and basically make it impossible for you guys to not start today like I have, because of course it's, intimidating and it's so hard staring into a camera, but at the end of the day we just have to start. So the first excuse I really want to completely debunk is that the market is too saturated, that YouTube, there are just too many YouTubers, too many creators. A small channel like me will never ever get any watch time, and there's just no point. Honestly, I've done the research, I've gone into the stats, and this was a huge one for me because I'm not someone who likes to waste time. Yeah, I just wanted to know, and I went deep into the numbers, into why, if I was to start and I was starting at zero, what would that look like and how far would I actually realistically get and how long would it take me. So just to give you some numbers on how many people are actually on YouTube and watching YouTube. So the first number I want to share is that 1,300,000,000 people are currently on YouTube, and there are 5 billion YouTube videos watched every day. It's very unlikely that cable is going to survive, just because right now 6 out of 10 people prefer video platforms like YouTube over traditional forms of television such as cable. So we expect that to keep going down, essentially that trend to continue, and for more and more people to join YouTube as their main source of entertainment, or other video sites like TikTok as well. Yes, YouTube does have a lot of people uploading videos. There are 300 hours of video uploaded to YouTube every minute. 300 hours of video every minute. It's a lot, and it does make you think like, oh, maybe it is too saturated, but honestly it's not. With that many people, with 5 billion videos watched every single day, you just have to be one of those for any of the 1,300,000,000 people that are watching. It's definitely doable. It's just that you have to create great content, optimize your keywords, get your editing right, and essentially post and start showing YouTube that you actually are consistent and taking this seriously. Because that's the thing, of all the creators that are on, I imagine that 98% of the people who are putting videos on YouTube are not being consistent, not taking it seriously, and aren't as dedicated to wanting this dream to happen as you are. So for sure it's not saturated. Saturated is the wrong word. It is busy, it is super busy, and you will have to compete, but there are ways to do it, and it's not something that you should use as an excuse not to start your YouTube video. So let's just debunk that one right now. And all of these stats that I've listed out, you can find on www.thinkwithgoogle.com. So it's a really cool marketing platform that talks about YouTube and its stats and things like that. So the next excuse that I really want to debunk is you yourself, you think, oh, I'm not an extrovert. I'm not super loud. I'm not, going to be making everyone laugh. I'm not going to be the one that's jumping off of walls and doing prank videos, and I'm just not extroverted is a common one that people seem to think is a good enough excuse not to start, and it's not. Who do you think is actually watching YouTube videos more? Someone who's extroverted is more than likely going to be out with friends, talking, socializing, at parties, at events, just not sitting down alone in their room, catching up with YouTube creators that they really like and enjoy watching. So the vast majority of people who are actually watchers of YouTube as opposed to creators are introverts, and they're looking for someone that they can build a connection with, someone who they think is, you know, like them, their friend. And that can be such a huge advantage to you if you are someone who is, you know, a little bit more introverted, that you are calm, that you have a nice voice, that you give them meaningful information and you're not bouncing off the walls trying to impress people. You know, people I think are getting a bit tired of that stuff now as well, from big content creators, and the wow factor and, you know, all the fireworks in the background. Like, I don't know, I think that people who are, you know, genuine and nice and coming on camera and just wanting to share their information, or to, you know, to do whatever, share their family, do vlogging, they're the ones that are going to actually do really well from 2020 onwards, I think, because it's just what people are looking for. It's a bit more fresh. And yeah, back to the point that the person who's watching is not an extrovert. So the fact that you're not an extrovert does not give you that excuse, okay? You have to, you know, leave that one behind, because actually the ones who are likely going to succeed going forward are the introverts on YouTube. You know, setting up YouTube and doing all this stuff, talking to a camera, it's hard. I'm certainly an introvert, but it also, you know, it's kind of a nice thing, because all I have to do is talk to this lens, and yes, it might reach people behind that, and I can, you know, talk to you guys in comments, but it's a very safe space for an introvert to, you know, make a bit of extra money, or, you know, trying to connect with a new audience, trying to reach out to people who, you know, are looking for help. All of that is like it's a really great job for an introvert, because you don't have to interact with anyone. I'm here sitting at my desk, you know, with my one light and my camera, and yeah, I think it's like it's actually the perfect job for an introvert. And the fact that you know, don't have to actually physically interact with someone else, I don't know, I think it makes it even better. I think that it's like the perfect job for an introvert, actually. So as far as an excuse goes, sorry, debunked. And the last excuse I'm going to talk about, and this was probably my biggest one in terms of not wanting to start a YouTube channel, was that I didn't have enough self-confidence. So I really thought, like, firstly, either no one will care, no one will want to subscribe, no one will like, I'll end up with 0 subscribers for, you know, 3 years, and this will all be a big waste of time. And yeah, of course those kind of nerves get to you and you feel a bit anxious when you first post, but that was one side of it. The other side of it is that, like, what if my friends find out, and what if people find out, and what if I get loads of hate, and I just can't take that. You know, like, if I'm self-conscious and I don't have any self-confidence, then why would I be posting online to YouTube? That sounds like the most ridiculous thing ever. But to be honest, like, the main message here in terms of debunking this excuse is that nobody cares. Once you realize that actually everyone is dealing with their own things and everyone is more focused on themselves than they ever will be about you, then everything becomes a lot easier in life. You don't feel like you have to impress anyone. You won't feel like everyone is watching you, everyone is thinking about you, you know, 24/7, that if you do something embarrassing that anyone is going to remember 20 minutes later. Honestly, life gets much easier when you realize that no one cares. So you starting a YouTube channel, firstly, you know, if you're a genuinely nice person who wants to create videos for the sake of creating great content and sharing your knowledge with people, then you're going to do well. You know, who knows, you might blow up, you might, you know, have a really strong connection with 1,000 people that might take you 3 years to build up, but they are so into you and really want to connect with you and support you. Or, you know, you could blow up and it could be 100,000 subscribers in like 3 years. You know, like, you never know where it'll take you. But the thing is, like, genuine connection is what people are looking for now, and there's just no competition for people who are just nice and just fun to watch, or calming to watch, or they, you know that that person has a good intention behind the camera, and that's what people are looking for now, for sure. So in terms of self-confidence, all you can do is try, all you can do is put out your content, and the people who like you and naturally will gravitate towards you are the people who will be your supporters and will like you. And, you know, I choose 1,000 amazing subscribers that I talk to in the comments all the time. over, you know, anyone really, any number of subscribers. It wouldn't be worth it to me to have 100,000 subscribers and to not feel connected to an audience. So for sure, like, this is the thing, you just have to put your self-confidence to the side, get your camera out, get your lights out and just film it. And you know, the worst thing that's going to happen is someone that you care about saying, whoa, what are you doing? And then you can explain, like, I think I really want to create YouTube videos, and if they don't support you, then why are they in your life, I suppose? It's easier said than done, but at the same time, it's kind of, you know, you need people who support you, surrounding you, and if anyone's slowing you down, then you probably should be considering why they're there in the first place and find people who do support you. But yeah, like, I'm sure when you do get to a certain level, like, hate comments come, but by then hopefully you'll build up a muscle that prevents you from actually caring what they think, the haters, and just focus on the people who really, really love your content and want to subscribe to you for you and no other reason. Honestly, the thing is, if you're using self-confidence as an excuse not to start a YouTube channel, it's totally debunked. There is no reason why you should let that stop you. The thing is that there's bigger things going on in the world to most people than you starting a YouTube channel. And I've never heard one creator say, or anyone say, do you know what, I really regret starting that YouTube channel, because every single person you hear about, all they say is, the best thing I ever did was start, because look at where I am now. And that's there for your taking. If you know, have the basic equipment, that's it, you can just start. Like, it's so easy. And if you let, you know, anxiety or self-confidence get in the way of that, you're really only letting yourself down. And it's not, yeah, you're giving up major advantages and opportunities by letting the thoughts of what other people might say, let that get to you. So again, just like totally debunked. It's not an excuse that's good enough to not start a YouTube channel. So yeah, that's it for today. I really hope that that was helpful. As I said at the beginning, please like and subscribe to this channel, and also leave a comment below. Let me know where you're from and what kind of YouTube channel you're starting, and hopefully these tips will help you actually get started as well. If you're watching and wondering if you should or you shouldn't, you absolutely should. But yeah, okay, that's it guys. Thanks so much for watching, and I really hope to see you in the next one. Bye!